I want to tell a story of a man who lived with a mission of carrying God's love. He was a man who drove a taxi cab. He says it was 2:30 in the morning when they arrived in the cab. I walked to the door and knocked. After a long pause, the door opened. An elderly woman stood before me. The apartment looked as if no one had lived in it for years. When we got in the cab, she gave me an address and then asked, "Would you drive me through downtown?" "That's not the shortest way, ma'am," I answered. And then she said, "Oh, I don't mind. I'm in no hurry. I'm on my way to the hospice. The doctor says I don't have very long." And he said, at that moment, I reached over and quietly turned off the meter. For the next 2 hours, we drove through the city. We drove through the neighborhoods where she and her husband had lived when they were newlyweds. She had me pull up in front of a furniture warehouse that had once been a ballroom where she went dancing as a girl. As the first hint of sunlight was creasing the horizon, she said, "I'm tired now. Let's go." We drove in silence to the address she'd given me. 2 orderlies came out as soon as we pulled up. "How much do I owe you?" she said. "Nothing," I said. And almost without thinking, he said, I bent down and gave her a hug, and she held me tightly. "You gave an old woman a moment of joy. Thank you." I didn't pick up any more passengers that morning. I drove aimlessly, lost in thought. What if the woman had gotten someone who didn't take the risk to get out and walk up to a dark doorway? When you meet someone this week, ask God to give you a heart of love, not just for your friends, not just for your family, not just for your church, but just a heart filled with love.